Have you ever felt like anger just has a grip on you, like it's in the driver's seat? Well, if that sounds familiar, this is for you. We are going to walk through exactly how to take back the controls, and you can start tonight.
You know, Napoleon Hill had this incredible way of looking at things. He said your mind is like a workshop, a place worth millions, where your thoughts are literally forging your reality. But here's the kicker. Most of us just leave that workshop wide open, completely unlocked.
So that begs a really important question. Who or what is running your workshop? See, for a lot of people, an unwelcome guest has kind of wandered in and just taken over. And that guess, it's anger. And it's probably been running the show for way too long.
Let's get one thing straight. That angry outburst you had earlier, that wasn't just a random event. It was practice, it was a rehearsal, and every single time you flare up, you're just wiring your brain to react that much faster the next time. It's like you're following a blueprint you never actually chose. It's time to draw a new one.
And this right here, this is the crucial shift in perspective we need to make. Anger isn't who you are. It's not your identity. Think of it as pure, raw, misdirected power. It's fuel. And up until now, that fuel might have been burning you up, but we're about to figure out how to use it to propel you forward instead.
So, if you're not your anger, then who are you? Well, according to Hill, there are these two identities inside all of us, and they're constantly battling for control of the wheel. On one side, you've got the drifter, and on the other, the commander. Let's really break down what that means.
I mean, just look at the difference here. The drifter. This is the part of you that just reacts to everything. Your moods steer the day, and you get stuck in this loop, repeating the same patterns and feeling the same regrets. But then, there's the commander. The commander decides in advance. The commander has a clear policy for dealing with emotions and lives life with a definite, clear purpose.
So, let's make this real for a second. Just think about your day today. Who was it that answered that frustrating email? Who was behind the wheel in traffic? Who was the one lying awake at 2 a.m., replaying that same conversation over and over? Was it the drifter, or was it the commander?
Now, to really make this shift stick, you've got to give your subconscious mind a new, clear command. This right here is the commander's creed. I want you to actually say it to yourself, even if it's just in your head. I am not my anger. I am the one who directs it. Can you feel the power in that? This isn't just some fluffy mantra. This is what Hill called auto-suggestion. You're giving your mind a brand new identity to step into.
Okay, so choosing that new identity is the huge first step. But a commander is nothing without a toolkit, right? So now we're going to shift from the who you are to the how you operate. What are the actual practical tools that a commander uses to stay in control?
The number one tool in the kit is something Hill called controlled attention. Now, this isn't about pretending you don't feel anger. It's about having the ability to choose where your mind goes when you feel it. It is the literal steering wheel for your mind, especially when that storm of emotion starts to hit. It's the difference between being the ship that's tossed around by the waves and being the captain at the helm.
Hill was brilliant because he understood that the real work, the real training, it happens before the battle even starts. And your subconscious mind is most open to new instructions right before you fall asleep. So here's your new 4-step night ritual. First, you review the day, the good and the bad. Second, you mentally rewrite those angry moments, but this time as your commander self. Third, you reprogram your mind with that commander's creed. And fourth, you rehearsed handling tomorrow's challenges so you walk in already prepared for a win.
Okay, that's great, but what about all those triggers that are still going to pop up tomorrow? This is where we change the game completely. We reframe the whole experience. You're not a victim of your triggers. You are steel being shaped in a forge. That heat, that pressure, it isn't there to destroy you. It's there to make you stronger.
This quote from Hill is the absolute core of this new way of thinking. You see, the most successful people in the world, they don't see emotional pain as a failure. They see it as raw material. That frustrating comment from your boss, that moment you felt disrespected, that's not a defeat. That's the heat that can temper your character into something truly unbreakable.
So here it is. This is the mental shift in its simplest form. You have to stop asking that passive, victim-based question, why is this happening to me? And you start asking the active, powerful question, how is this happening for me? How is this training me?
And here's the mantra you use when you're right in the thick of it. The second you feel that anger starting to rise, you silently tell yourself this heat is here to harden me, not to break me. You see what you're doing? You're not ignoring the feeling, you're giving it a purpose. Okay, we've talked about identity, we've talked about focus, about rituals, and philosophy. Now, let's weld it all together into a simple, memorable code that you can actually live by. I want you to think of this as your new internal operating system for handling anger.
Law number 1, identity first. Simple. You stop seeing yourself as a person with an anger problem. From now on, you are a disciplined commander of your mind who is currently in training. You decide who you are before the world gets a chance to tell you.
Law number 2, focus in the fire. When the pressure is on, when things get heated, that's when you practice controlled attention. You just pause, even for a split second, and you ask yourself, what action here serves my definite purpose?
Law number 3, night orders. This is non-negotiable. This is you, as the general, giving clear instructions to your own mind for the next day. You use that 4-step ritual: review, rewrite, reprogram, rehearse. You are deliberately programming your system for calm and power instead of just leaving it up to chance.
And finally, law number 4, adversity alchemy. This is your permanent new answer to the question, why is this happening? You treat every single trigger as a training opportunity. Every insult, every delay, every single frustration just becomes another rep in the gym of self-discipline. The heat is there to forge you.
So there you have it, the new identity, the tools, the philosophy, and the 4-law code. It's a complete system to take back the controls of your own mind. The only question left is the one you have to answer for yourself. Will you drift or will you command?